Doesn't really matter. It's kind of dark. Shit. Oh, it's not that bad. Hmm. Is it? No, it's not that bad. Okay. All right, gonna give it a minute to see if anybody comes in. And then if not, oh, I should probably have my other glasses on. Um, hey, I texted you. Did you message me and I didn't see it? No. I had texted you to see, like, is the lighting okay? Do I need to put another light on? I last minute decided to sit in this position instead of the way I usually do because the couch is a mess. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just, oh, there goes monetization. I said fuck at the very beginning. Oh well. Um, I just, you know, was like, screw it. I'll just show up. Okay, it's not that bad. Cool. So I'm basically just oh, I was gonna send Jonathan a link too. I forgot. You literally just walked in. Yeah. I just finished doing like a it's been work has obviously been slow today because it's a Saturday and I'm home today because I'm gonna be going to my dad's tomorrow. I'm gonna sit back so that I'm not leaning on the table. And for some reason, Mr. Noise has decided to have a pep rally next door right now. It's pouring outside. I don't know what the hell he thinks he's doing outside, like whistling like a teenager at a pep rally, but whatever. Um, yeah, he's like whistling a lot. If it keeps happening, I'll get up and shut the door. Um, oh, I should put my little angel on. Ugh, my aunt got me this to put next to my mom's urn. Oh, you can't even tell what it is. It just looks like this bright thing. Oh well. Uh so yeah, I figured I'd come on for like probably just an hour because my laptop's not plugged in. We'll see how we go. I'm not on with TikTok. I haven't been on TikTok yet. And I decided to come in because I keep saying that I'm gonna do lives and then I don't show up. So yeah. Um yeah. Hey Cutie, how are you? Good to see you. We're getting back into the swing of some things. And I wish I could do lives on Saturday more, but I'm usually not home. I'm usually at my father's house spending the day with him. So, and I can't do a live there. Oh, my cat is great. She's still doing wonderful. And my mom is right there. My mom passed in November. My mom's been gone for a while. That's why I haven't been on because I just haven't. But thank you so much for asking. Don't feel bad that you didn't know or that you asked me and I had to say it. Like it's okay. Yeah, I knew. I was like, oh God, she's gonna feel terrible. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Like I mean, it's not okay that she's dead, but it's okay that you asked. Like um I appreciate you asking because it's like I'm not triggered by it or anything. It's a very kind thing. I actually have a picture of her next to my dad in her urn. Um you said the same thing what? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't know. Yes, my mom passed on the 24th of November, just a few days before Thanksgiving. And then in March, um, a very, very, very close friend died unexpectedly. So I felt like I just got like back to back slammed with grief and like I don't she had only died 3 months prior and then I find out he died and it just was like compounding. So the last basically since she got more sick and I took a break on here, um, it's been fuzzy. Like life has just been not stable. And I've just been focusing on trying to get myself back into a routine and like being able to show up, because I've been having a lot of headaches still. They're better, but like there'll be some days because of like the sadness that like I'll cry and then I'll get headaches or I'll feel nauseous, and like I can't really show up. That's why I haven't been on here, because it's not that I can't. It's like, who wants to come and listen to me be sad? Like, people don't, I know I wouldn't want to listen to that on a regular basis. So that's why I waited to come back. I took a break just because I really wasn't ready to be public and social, and I'm getting better. There's still there's good days and bad days. So I am getting better as far as being able to show up, and I want to. So we'll hang out. I'll pull some cards for people. I'm so like not used to having to coming online anymore, that like I'm trying to remember what I used to do. I used to have incense going, right? I'm not going to burn any though right now. I can't. Oh, oh, and I'm yawning. I literally took my Adderall 2 hours ago, and I'm yawning. That's the other thing. I've been a lot more tired, and so, oh, you lost your mom too. Yeah. So you know what it's like, right? Like, I've been so extra tired and I sleep plenty. I feel like it's just like people are like, "Oh, it's just part of the grieving process. You just have to like go easy on yourself." And it's like, "But you don't understand. I own a house by myself. Like I can't take a break. I don't have the financial security to do that." And the economy is terrible. So I literally maybe have taken 2 days off since she got sick and died. No, no, that's not true. I took I didn't work on her birthday. I didn't work on the day of her funeral. And then there was like a few days in January that I didn't work, at the end of December that I didn't work because I was sick. But besides that, I've worked every single day, which is freaking insane. Some Saturdays I don't, because I am every Saturday now. I go to my parents' house, which is now my father and my brother's house, and I spend Saturday with them, because if I don't, they don't really talk to each other. Like my mom was the anchor of the family. So if I don't go, and they don't ask me to go, I just feel like it's the right thing to do. If I don't go and hang out for the afternoon, for the day with them, my brother's in his bedroom on the second floor, my father's in the basement, and they talk to each other for like 5 minutes when they have dinner, and like that's it. So I try to go, but I have. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I know. Well, my hair's gonna get cut. Like I have not done anything with my hair except like I haven't had it colored. You probably can't tell because of the lighting, but I haven't had it colored. It's the same that it's been. The last time I had it colored was in September before mom got more sick. And I got a quick cut like in January from a $20 Groupon. I had it like cleaned up a little bit, but I have not had it cut in that long. And I'm going I'm going to my regular hairdresser, which is she's my friend Nikki. I've seen her forever. She's been my hairdresser since she graduated um beauty school. That's not the right word. What's the word for that? I don't know. Hairdressing school. There's definitely a different word for that. Brain fart. I don't know. But she's been the person that's done my hair forever, and she likes to cut. Like my hair will probably go from, it's about here down here right now up to probably here, maybe even a little bit shorter. Like she's probably going to cut a good chunk off. Cosmetology. There you go. So I do like it long, but it's like it's gross. Like it gets tangled too much, and like it's just not. I just haven't been taking care of it. I haven't been taking it, and you probably can't tell, but like, oh yeah, you can tell a little bit. Like I'm getting like grays a little bit. Um, as far as slimmer, yeah, I mean, I've lost over 20 pounds, something like that. And like, as you know, Kristen, I wasn't trying. Like, I was not trying to lose anything, although I obviously needed to and could and benefit from it. But yeah, I lost about 20 pounds right right around the time she got sick. I wasn't eating. I wasn't eating and I wasn't feeling well. I was sick a lot. I was nauseous most of the time or I had a headache. When I'm sad like that, like I don't feel well. I don't feel well enough. My stomach, my dad was worried about me because he thought I was starving myself. And I was like, no, dad, like I'm crying all the time and my stomach's upset because I'm crying. I don't want to eat. I don't feel good. It's not because I'm trying to starve myself. It's just how I'm handling it. So, yeah, that weight came off pretty fast. And then in January or February, right before I found out that Al died, I was having a really hard time. Like my doctor had she increased my depression medication. She doubled it because I was struggling really bad with mental health. And I'll talk about that another day because I don't want to trigger anybody. But sorry, I don't talk as much as I used to, so I get really like dry and thirsty fast. When my grandmother died, my aunt was the smallest she ever was in her whole life. Yeah, I'm nowhere near that. Like I could lose another 67 pounds and I still wouldn't be the smallest I've ever been as an adult. So I'm nowhere near that. Um, and I don't think I'll ever get that little. I mean, I'm not taking shots. I'm not trying. The only thing I'm doing is I'm walking. Right around January, February, I was having a really hard time emotionally. And I was like, what is the point of being here anymore? And I heard my mom be like, get out and go for a walk. You need to get outside. You need to go for a walk. So I did. And I started to feel a little bit better. So now it is part of my daily routine. I get up and I have lemon water in the morning, and then I have a liquid IV, and then I have something to eat before I have coffee, and then I have coffee, and then I get on my treadmill and I walk until I hit 10,000 steps every day, and I walk while I work. Um, and sometimes my body is really unhappy about it, and sometimes my body's really thankful for it. So it really depends, but it helps a lot with anxiety. It helps a lot with the sadness. It helps a lot with just like the chemicals in my brain of being more cooperative and like feeling more motivated. So I don't sit down. Like that's why I'm kind of wiggling a lot, because I don't really sit down the way I used to. I'm on my feet pretty much all day. And that's because if I do sit down, I want to just not get back up. So it's like a coping skill right now is staying. This is actually a shirt that was my mom's. I've never worn it before. It's pretty. This is the first time I put it on. I got a lot of her clothes. I got a lot of her stuff. A lot of clothes, a lot of everything. So like you'll end up seeing me have new things, and they're not new. They're new to me. Like this is new to me, but it was my mom's. So anyway, does Kakuti, are you still here? Did you want me to pull a card? Let me shuffle my cards. Did I ever show you guys this? I must have. Maybe I didn't. I got this for my birthday because I really wasn't on. Um, my mom's diagnosis changed in September, early September, and I basically stopped. I know I came on a little bit, but I really wasn't consistent. And then she got more sick early November, and after that, I just pieced out. I showed up a couple times here and there where I could, but my goal is to go live to start, just to have a realistic goal for myself so I don't beat myself up over it, is to go live once a week to start. But I want to get back into being live a lot more. It's like I got to get used to it again and get back into that habit of doing it. But my aunt and uncle gave me this. It's really cute. It's like this 3D box. It has a black cat on it. Oh, good. If I hold it still, it focuses pretty good. It has some of the zodiac symbols. I think it's like 3D. And it's solid. I don't know what the heck it's made out of. It has these cute little fuzzy felty feet. So I keep my regular cards that I use all the time in it. Um, Even like my setup for the way that I've done readings when I was doing them live, I don't have that going on right now. I will be working on getting back into a setup, but yeah. So Kakuti and Kristen, I'm not going to charge you guys just because I haven't been around. I'm not going to do a deep read though. So if you want me to do something deep, that you'd have to pay for. But I don't mind because we're just going to hang out. I'm not overly like I gotta work, I gotta make money right now. Like it'd be nice, but it's not. I'm not in the hustle mode. That's probably the best way to say it. I'm not in the hustle mode. I'm also gonna show you guys in a few minutes, in a little bit, random Ten of Pentacles reversed, like just sticking out of the deck. That's weird. I don't think I've used these cards in a little while. I paid somebody to do a deep clean in my house and back in September before my mom got more sick, and she likes getting readings. So I had her and her daughter come over I don't know, a few weeks back on a Saturday night, and I was like, "What do you think about?" Because I'd been promising her to do a reading for her, and I just was like, "I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it," because I don't usually do readings in person. It's a lot of energy. Um, But I was like, what do you think about trading? Because, like, a personal private reading, a solid, you get all my attention, one on one reading, not like online, but over the phone. I charge $200 for that. And I was like, and she charges, it's like 220 for a cleaning once a month. And I was like, what do you think about trading? Like, I'll do a reading for you once a month for an hour. You do cleaning for me once a month. Like, we charge the same amount. It equals out almost the same amount. And she was like, yeah. So I'm doing that with her because I need help. Like, I can't do everything. I just can't, but I can't afford to pay people either. I've even stopped getting massages, and I found a new girl on Groupon. She's down the street from my house. Like she's 5 minutes from my house. And she does Reiki too. Reiki. And I mentioned to her that I do cards and that I barter a little bit. I was like, oh yeah, I do cards and that's my profession. And I barter. So I'll trade with people if they have like a skill that they can trade with me. And she's like, oh my God, we could do that. And I was like, yeah, excuse me, like a massage for a reading, like yes please. Like, because I have more time than I do money, and so I can give her an hour reading. That's basically like making the money to have a massage. It's basically the same exact thing as the way I see it. It's instead of the money, we're just trading services instead, which is just as good because it's stuff that I need. So, Kakuti, is there something specific you wanted me to check out, or did you just want me to pull a card for you? I don't mind doing like a small blurb of something. Um, and I've started to assemble my pile of stuff I'm gonna sell on here. I don't since you didn't know my mom died, Kakuti, I doubt that you know some of the plans that I have for the channel because I've mentioned them a little bit here and there. I went live like last week, I think, and I was talking about it. So my one of the things that I want to do, I need to shut down my Etsy shop because my Etsy shop is in the red. Like it's costing me money to keep it open and I'm not making anything from it. And that's even with marketing. So instead of continuing to pour money into a pit that hasn't benefited in over 2 years because the algorithm changed and they're allowing AI stuff. Sorry, I know I'm fidgeting. It's probably going to drive you guys crazy. But I decided instead I'm going to take those products and the products I was going to post on there and I'm going to sell them on here and do it that way because this is where my audience is, and I'll do it on TikTok as well. But I'll do it online with my community instead of doing it. And like, maybe I'll do like deals, like buy two, get something free. Like if I sell something in bulk, oh my God, I cannot get comfortable. I know why. I used to use a little step stool. General is fine. I have no time or money. Haha. Okay, sounds good. I don't have time. Don't get me wrong. Like my freaking Christmas tree is still up. with Christmas ornaments on it. I was looking at it today and I'm just like, I'm so tired of looking at this thing. But I'm doing 75 other things. I'm now trying to meal prep. I'm trying to budget wisely, like make purchases. So like if I buy groceries, I'm going to a food pantry for food, for groceries. So I have to plan the day. It's only one day a week I can go in this very small window of time. So I got to make sure I do that. And then I have appointments. And then I got to take, my dad's actually been doing my grass, which I am so thankful for, but I'm a little nervous because his heart isn't very good. And I worry it's not a big yard, but it's big enough that like I can't lose another parent right now. And he was the one before my mom got sick. He was the one that I expected to lose first. So that's a whole nother thing we'll talk about another time. General is fine. I have no time for money. Okay. So I was going to get up. What was I going to get? I have no freaking clue. Wow. Don't know. I was just gonna totally gone. All right, general's fine. Let's do that. So, oh, my footstool. Can you imagine? Thank you guys. Can you imagine that? Like this is on Adderall, and I'm like, what? What? The brain fog is bad. I also ended up going back on birth control, which might contribute to the weight loss. I'm not sure, but it's helped with my energy level too. Hold on. With hormones. Let me get my stool. Where is my stool? It's probably where it always is. Yep. Okay. I just don't like sitting anymore. Like I'm so used to standing up, but I feel like it would be weird if I did a standing live. That's kind of strange, right? Like my legs are short. That's why I need a stool because my feet aren't touching the ground right. And I keep trying to fold them to put them under my legs and I'm not comfortable. That's me all day. Yeah. Like I just get so easily distracted. I'll be in the middle of a story and something happens and I go in a different direction and then I never finish the beginning. And if the person doesn't remind me, I don't go back. It's like, oh, well, lost the plot somewhere. All right, so Kacuti, what does Kacuti need to know right now? Let me move my keyboard. Can you see? You guys can't really see the shuffling, huh? Maybe if I push this a little bit further back. Hold on. Woo! Still not great. Well, whatever. All right. It's because I have the laptop on a stand. I got to get a better setup, and I will. Okay. When I use the oh, I know why. I was using a Chromebook before to stream and the device was smaller. This is bigger. All right. What does Kacuti need to know right now? Okay. So we got the Hermit, the Empress, the Five of Wands, and oh, holy cow, a bunch came out. Five of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and Ace of Wands. Okay, so with the Hermit, I feel like that's linked to this. I feel like these go together. So the Hermit, the Five of Wands, and then the Seven of Pentacles reversed. I feel like for you right now, there's this energy coming in that is kind of like confusing, but not. And I know that sounds weird. So, like with the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles reversed, I feel like these are very similar energies for you in this situation because with the Hermit, it's all about seeking knowledge, usually seeking knowledge of your own self or of your spirits, of your guides, in a way that like you're closing off outside influences. And this is going to sound kind of crazy, but like I've been watching the Karen Reed trial. A lot of people have right now, and it's almost like the jury. Like the jury isn't allowed to do outside research. They're not allowed to talk to people. They're not allowed to. They have to go with their own feelings and what they've been presented. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Like you have some reflection stuff that you need to do, and it may feel confusing. This five of wands is very chaotic energy. It's very, I don't know which way to go. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I don't know what's the right feeling. If I feel lost. And putting these together, it's like this confusion energy, but really inner seeking, inner knowing. It's not, it feels confusion. How do I say this? It feels confusion on the surface, but underneath is the answer. So quieting the outside to hear the inside is basically what I'm feeling with this. And then I just knocked the Empress, and then the Empress, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands. I feel like with you, you're going to not only get some answers when you go within, I feel like it's also going to feel like suddenly you start to feel creative. You start to feel like you have all these ideas, and it actually, the ideas might be so much that you're like, oh my God, it's too much. So one thing at a time. And there's exciting things like what I'm seeing with this piece of it. I'm actually seeing a little bit of myself in here where I start to get all these thoughts of like all the different, it's funny. They're showing me right now with the Five of Wands again. Oh, my cousin is messaging me. Are you watching right now, Kelly? So the counter is never right. It's never right. I know it's not. So with the Five of Wands, it's feeling all about how when and that this is going to be the theme about how I mentioned a little bit earlier that I'm going to be selling a bunch of my stuff from like Etsy that I've been wanting to sell. When I first opened my business, I had so many ideas, and including my beautiful mother inserting herself and helping, being helpful, but I was very scattered because there were so many good ideas that I spread it out too far. And now, not because she's dead or anything, this was a plan I already had. Now I'm pulling back, like I'm downsizing because I'm one person and I don't have the materials. I don't have the, not the support. I don't have the resources is the word I was looking for. I don't have the resources to spread myself out everywhere. Like I'd love to make magical candles. Can't even have time for that right now. I've made oils, don't have time for that right now. Like things like that. Like I can't do it all and sleep and take care of myself and take care of a home and take care of my dad. Like I can't do it all. I just can't, and work and make money. So it's kind of like what I'm feeling here for you is you're going to start to get all these wonderful ideas and it'll be great, but you're going to have to try not to take off right away. Like don't be be mature about it. Stay grounded. The Empress is very grounded and trusting that everything happens as it's meant to. And like, don't go into lack. Like, oh my God, if I don't get all this done, I'm going to lose. If I don't branch out into all these areas, then I'm not going to make the kind of money. No, it's actually better to do one at a time. So ideas, this is all creativity. And I'm not saying that you're going to open a business or like, I'm not really quite sure what this is. It's just the metaphor of what I've experienced myself. And it's just to kind of give you the same sort of comparison. But whatever ideas you start to get, whether it's just a hobby, whether it's something you want to do on your own, on your home, because I've been doing that as well, whether it's jobs or activities or whatever, one at a time. Ace of Wands says, don't get carried away with like the Knight of Wands. Like, I got to get going right away. No, slow it down, slow the roll, one at a time. And the best thing that you can do with these ideas is write them down. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. Get a notebook, get something in your phone, whatever. Make yourself some kind of running list that you can go back and revisit. Definitely seeking, and I'm exhausted. Yeah. Yeah. So like, instead of, so for example, so what they're showing for me right now is like all these wonderful ideas. My mom had so many ideas that she gave me, both for the business in general, also for the YouTube channel. And there just was so many. And like, I'm trying to hold it. It's mentally exhausting because, oh, that's a good one. I don't want to forget that. Oh, I don't want to forget that either. And I keep trying to like remember them on my own, or I was, I'm not anymore. But so instead, what I did was I got myself a book, a notebook, and it's literally a project notebook. That's all it is. It's a notebook. It's like a dot journal, whatever. And instead of worrying about, oh, I don't want to take up space, I like jump to the middle, and there's a section there for my home. There's another big project, small projects for the house, and there's a section for the YouTube channel. Then there's a section for the business, different ideas I want to do in the business, like all different things, and I write it down. And then what it does is it frees my brain up from trying to hold on to stuff and forgetting. And I feel like some format like that would be good for you when it comes to stuff like this, because then when you have time, or when when you run out of ideas, like I do this a lot for the YouTube channel when I'm making content, is I'll write it down. Like I've done it during lives. I'm sure you've probably seen me, or I'll ask Kristen to record it or whatever, like write it down for me and remind me later, so that I can come back to it. Because what'll happen is suddenly it'll be a Wednesday and it's time for me to film. And I'm like, I don't have any ideas. But I know that there's ideas, and I know that there's stuff I've said I do, and I can't remember any of them. So that's when I pull out like my little book, instead of like exhausting my brain. So I feel like whatever this situation is for you, Kakuti, it's going to feel a lot better. If you get a little bit of some form of a system, you don't even have to start acting on stuff. Just get it out of your head some way, so you're not holding on to it all the time, because that's where a big piece of the exhaustion will come in. And also feeling like you have to do it all. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to do any of it. You don't have to do any of it. Like, and a lot of that is my mom too. Like my mom, when I tell you, yeah, write it down or keep like a running record in your phone. I don't know what kind of phone you have. I have a Samsung. There's a part that does Samsung Notes, Google Docs, like whatever method works for you. Some people prefer digital, some people prefer analog. I usually try to keep it analog for myself, just because it's easier and I know exactly where it is. It's kept in that one spot for me. But if I'm out doing something, or if I'm on the laptop and I don't, like if I'm walking on the treadmill and I come up with an idea, I don't want to get off the treadmill and go find the notebook. What I'll do is I'll open up a sticky note thing on my laptop and I'll write it in there, and then I'll transfer it after. So definitely have like a method to your madness. But definitely try to write them down, because I bet it would free up a lot of mental space for you if you could. Lists are my best friend. They can also be triggering. So the reason why I like to put it in this book is I just close the book and I put it away. Like it's not a list that's like, Mel, you got to get all this stuff done, because I don't. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad that was helpful. And I have no idea what's going on with you, so I'm glad that that helped. Yeah, it helps. My mom it's funny because when you lose a parent, and you lost your mother too, and Kristen lost her grandmother, which was like her parent. When you lose a parent, their flaws kind of disintegrate for a while. Like even when they were alive, like when they were alive, you guys probably had issues. We all do with our parents in one way or another. It's very rare that somebody gets along so amazingly with their parent that there's never a problem. And then, like, because my mom and I used to clash about a lot of stuff. I loved her to death. I mean, she was my person. But we also used to clash about a lot of things for different reasons. We had different triggers, and we trigger each other. And that's just how it would happen. And so it's funny, because when I got diagnosed with ADHD, she was not very in the mental health movement. She wasn't against mental health, but she also felt like people jumped on the mental health bandwagon way too easily. Like they all looked for a label. I don't really know how to explain that well, but long ago, I remember saying to her, "I'm pretty sure I'm depressed, and maybe I should go on meds." And she was like, "You're not depressed. You're fine. You just need to do this, this, and this." And I mean, that's her generation. She was born in '55, so that was the generation. That was just the way that she was raised. And then I also said to her at one point, "I think I have ADHD." And she was like, "No, you don't. You wouldn't have been able to graduate from college. You wouldn't have had grades in school the way you did. You wouldn't have been able to be a teacher. You don't have ADHD." And then, oh yeah, my mom was 69. Um, and then I got diagnosed with ADHD. And she was like, "You don't need meds. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine." And but they help a lot. And I'm not saying everybody needs meds because some people can't take them for health purposes, or some people don't want to take them because they don't like the way they make them feel. Cool, like no judgment. Your body is your body. I can say they've made a significant difference in my ability to function as an adult who's managing a lot of stuff. And I remember looking back and being like, "Mom, do you have ADHD? Like, do you know that you have ADHD? Like, do you realize that? I don't have ADHD. I have a degree. I have a nursing degree. I've been a registered nurse for 40 years. There's no way I could have managed all the patients I had if I had ADHD. I was a special ed teacher for 12 years and I worked 3 other jobs. I managed all that. Like, it just shows up differently in women." And she never saw it. And towards the end of her life, I want to say the last like 8 months or so, her doctor put her on Ritalin, but he didn't diagnose her with ADHD. He told her it was to help her energy level. And oh, mom twinsies. Um and she started to feel so much better and clearer and was able to get stuff done. And I was like, "Yeah, do you think maybe?" And she's like, "No, it's not ADHD. It's just I needed the energy. I'm just tired." I mean, she was tired. She was fighting cancer for 4.5 years and she was sick all the time. So, but so stubborn. She had ADHD piles everywhere that we're still going through in her house. Like, when I tell you the clutter, not hoarder level, but the clutter of stuff, the amount of clothes that this woman had that I've never seen her wear, and shoes and socks and little things. Like my brother and I found not long ago, like this basket right here. This basket was in the closet, in the pantry closet at my parents' house, just full of crap that needed to be thrown away. We found like dressings, like salad dressings that expired in 1995 that had never been opened, that were shoved in the back of a closet. She had crazy ADHD. It just showed up differently. Yeah. Yep. Tons of stuff. Tons and tons of things. And my dad would joke, "Your mom liked to shop." And my mom would be like, "You're so reckless. You shop." Shopping is a coping mechanism of ADHD. My mother would do all kinds of projects. Like she was constantly knitting, she was sewing, she was creating things, she was constantly doing something creative all the time. There was a while that she made candles. That was something we were supposed to start doing together. She was supposed to get better, and that didn't happen, which is devastating. Um, but she was always making stuff. And some stuff she'd make for a while and she'd get like hyper fixed on it and she'd do it a lot of it and then she'd abandon it. And then like ADHD. And it's just so crazy. The more I learn about ADHD and the more I learn about myself and like the coping mechanisms of ADHD, I so see it in my mom for all those years. And like it makes so much sense now. QVC, HSN too. I have an aunt that does HSN. Kelly, you're definitely watching. Yeah, I think we all have ADHD. Kristen has it too. She just can't take meds for it because it's bad for her heart. Uh, Sorry guys, hold on 1 second. Okay. Um, okay. So, Kristen, did you want me to pull cards for you, girly? Are you still there? Did you fall asleep on me? It's Saturday and you went to work. Oh, you're not sleeping. Yay! I know I tease you. Kristen is an amazing mother and a nurse as well, and she works her butt off, and she's a single mom taking care of a lot. So I tease her for sleeping, but I would be tired too if I had to. I'm tired, and I don't have to do half of what she has to do by herself. So I give her a lot of I give you a lot of credit, Kristen. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. I can say though, for the girlies and for the people that are ADHD, and Kristen, this would be good for you because I know you're trying to get healthier too. Because we've been chatting about it. Um, just walking helps so much. It helps focus my mind. There's something with the chemicals that it releases. It's not like I'm building gigantic muscles or burning a shit ton of fat or anything, but there's something about it that increases my energy and my clarity. You might not be able to tell, but it's true. Yes, I nap as much as Biscuit. Okay, you want a general? All right, let's see. What does Kristen need to know? And Kelly, if you want, you can send me a text if you don't want to type it out, um, or whatever. I don't have to pull a card for you if you don't want me to read it out, do it online for you. Kelly is my cousin. I think she's first. She's never watched before on here. I don't believe. Um, she's my cousin who also was part of the loss of a parent club. Unfortunately, she lost her dad, which is my godfather, the year before I lost my mom. Who is Biscuit? I have a cat named Biscuits. Kristen's cat is Biscuit. He's a little tuxedo crazy cat. He's very cute. Tonks is good, by the way. She's relocated herself. I'll have to try to do a few videos to share with you guys so you can see her because I know everybody loved her. She now sleeps in like an orthopedic memory foam. It's a dog couch. It's big. It's a dog bed, but she's long. She's like 20 inches long. So she just stretches out on it, and it's in my guest room. I was cleaning. This was back like over the spring or summer. I was cleaning one day and I pulled it out because it had gotten buried under stuff because she wasn't using it. And she moved in. That was it. Like she's like, my bed. It's mine. You're not getting rid of it. I'm never leaving this spot again. And so basically that's where she is all the time now. You have a tuxedo named Biscuits. Oh my God, that's so funny. So yeah, Tonks is good. She turned 16. Um, Considering she has, all these health things and stuff, she's living a good life. She's living a good life. I wish she would be a little more active, but she's old. So, besides that, she's happy. So, all right, let's see. Kristen, what does Kristen need to know right now? 7 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Oh, I think I know what this is. What does Kristen need to know? And it's probably not what you're thinking, Kristen. Why are you peeking in my windows? Because I actually have them open for once. Keep driving. Creeper. 5 of Pentacles. I know exactly what this is. I'll pull 2 more. 5 of Cups. Oh, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups reversed, Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah, I know what this is. Okay, so what I got here, Kristen, immediately. This is not about romance. This is not romance at all. This is not a romantic reading. Okay, so girl, girl, that's where I was going with it. Ethan's wedding. Yes, when these two came out, that's exactly what I saw. You fighting for Ethan's wedding. That's what I saw right away. Conflict, having to battle for it, having to battle to with multiple situations as far as that's concerned, having to battle to get there, having to battle with, clothing, having to battle with being the mother of the groom, and it feels very in-law battles, and I know we've talked about that a tiny bit from time to time. And you haven't updated me on that in a while, so I'm not sure what your status is there. But as soon as this Five of Pentacles came forward, I felt like you're being left out. You're being left out. You're feeling disappointed, but you're also worrying about the financial piece of it. And it feels like for you, like there's so much expectation for this to be this beautiful thing, but at the same time, like the money, I need the money, I need the money, I need the money. I feel like there's a handout there, but then on top of it, like there's also this, they don't, how do I say this? They don't care. Like, I don't know how else to say that. They don't care about how you feel or how it's going to affect you. This could also be Anita, but I'm not seeing mother energy here. And then Three of Pentacles. This feels very much like Three of Pentacles came after Five of Cups. This feels very much like one of these situations where we have to collaborate, but nobody's working as a team. We have to collaborate, but nobody cares about what you have to say. And I'm not saying Ethan doesn't care, because that's not really the case. I know you know what I mean. It's not really that he doesn't care, but his priorities is not mom. And I do feel like with him, he's trying to keep the peace more than anything else. Like he needs to, this is going to sound, how do I want to say this? He needs to be the advocate for you. He needs to be the voice for you. He needs to speak up because it's like you're going through him to deal with their family and you're doing it for him. So he's the one that needs to be like, no, 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 that's my mom. Like, we have to be kind to her. Like, no, this is not okay. And I don't feel like he's doing it. I feel like he's just kind of being like, whatever. I feel like he's not battling for you. Not that you're asking him to pick them over you, but like as far as the stress of the planning and the financials and the burdens and like he's not speaking up. And that is what makes you feel left out because he's not including you at all. Like he's not, my mom's important too. My mom needs to be a part of it. My mom's, and it doesn't, how do I say this? It doesn't feel like it's because he considers you unimportant as much as it is he's young and keeping his wife and her family happy in his list of priorities has surpassed you to some extent. And it's sort of like wife and in-law is up here, and then mom being a priority is a little bit underneath that at this point. I don't know if that's because you don't live near there or if it's just because he's trying to keep them really happy because he has to keep them happy because he's right there with them. But there's definitely something there as far as catering to them in leaving you out to fend for yourself or leaving you out to figure it out on your own. That's definitely a big thing that I'm getting there as far as that's concerned. Does that make sense? You said you get it. So it's funny that you knew exactly where I was going with that before, because I haven't read for you around his wedding ever. That's never come up. You've never even asked me about that. I don't think. Maybe you asked me about her, the mother-in-law once, maybe? It's next month. Yeah, it'll be over soon. Thank God. You'll be able to breathe. Okay. Anybody else want me to pull a card? Because if not, I'm going to switch over and start showing some products that I'm going to sell. I can always come back to pulling cards too. Oh, speak now. Okay. No, not so much. All right, I'm going to start. I don't know how best to do this. Um, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the laptop and I'm gonna angle it this way instead so that I can get closer to the stuff. There are boxes everywhere because I've been putting stuff in boxes to organize them. All right, let me see. There we go. Mhm. Maybe I won't sit down. Maybe I'll just show stuff. Is that good? Can you guys see me okay? All right. And I'll try to timestamp it. How far in are we? 50 minutes. I should probably write that down because I will forget as always. All right. So we're gonna go over some of the products that I'm gonna sell. I haven't picked prices for anything yet. So right now, I just want to show the items. The way that I think I'm going to do it is I'm going to do like a specific live where I let everybody know, I schedule it ahead of time. And then I'll go by one item at a time with the price. And whoever wants it first is whoever speaks first is the one who I'll give it to. I'll sell it to because I only have like one of each. And what we can do as far as like payment for shipping, you can email me or text me your address, your shipping address, and I can Google it as far as paying shipping price, and I can give you a quick little like because I'm not gonna cover shipping, and I don't want to like raise the cost for stuff. Sorry, I know we're shaking. Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff. So buckle up, kids. So the first thing that I have, a lot of this stuff is still sealed in packages. I haven't even taken them out. This is wood. It's like thin, and it is a pendulum board. So we have yes, maybe, rephrase, no, and it has like a tree of life, and it has the moon symbols. I think it's really pretty. I don't really do pendulums. I got it for myself because I was gonna originally use it, and then I was like, eh. Um, I have a bunch of hematite rings. They're all the same size. Some of them I'm probably gonna keep. Then I have other kinds of jewelry. This is a black tourmaline necklace, and I have one like it, but I don't know what I did with it. So it's on a string, and it has a chunk of black tourmaline in it, and black tourmaline like protects your energy. So there's that. Um, then I have two different sizes of frankincense resin that you use with either spells or it's incense. It's resin incense that you can burn. There's This is really good quality stuff. I bought it from I bought it from Mountain Herbs for organic incense. I don't like it. I don't like the way it smells. It's just not my thing. I don't like resin incense at all. So there's nothing wrong with them. It's just not my thing. So I'm selling them to move them on. Then I have this is really cute. This is jade and it has a roller. This is jade too. It's empty. You can add whatever oil you want to it, and then it has a glass cover. I bought it originally with the intention to create a money roller, and I still might if it never sells. But that's what this would be really good for. It would be good for like filling it with money oil, and then rolling money oil on yourself if you're trying to make money. There's these two little bracelets here. They come together. I could separate them too. They have rose quartz and the volcanic lava beads around it, and they're adjustable. Then I have this thing. What is this? This is another roller. It's also empty. It'd be good for another type of oil roller. Um, I have a moon, a little moonlight that I bought. It's battery operated and it has a little stand. I thought it would be cute, but then I never use it. It just kind of sits. I have a lot of crystals, but I think maybe I'll show other stuff too. So I also have these brand new, never worn earrings. They're sea glass, they're pink. So they have a little bit of a rose quartz vibe to them. And they're very soothing because it's sea glass. I have a notebook made of recycled paper. It's a tarot notepad. I don't know if it has, I haven't opened it. It's still sealed. It's from Goddess Provisions. It says the Fool on the top. So I don't know if it's the Fool on every single page or if it goes through all of the tarot cards. I'm not sure. I have pendulums. I actually have three, and I just got two of them tangled. But I have one that is onyx, one that is tiger's eye, and then this one's in a bag because someone bought it and then they didn't end up picking it up. Rose quartz one. So I got three different pendulums. I have a obsidian necklace that comes in this really cute little bag. And it has a crystal ball. It's shaped like a crystal ball. And it comes with the chain. It's from Goddess Provisions. A lot of this stuff I'm not selling for a lot of money. So a lot of them, a couple bucks each for most of them. Like they're not going to be like these outrageous, like, oh, I want $15 for them. Oh, I have another set of these bracelets too. So I have two sets of the rose bracelets, of the rose quartz bracelets. I also am going to sell, I have bigger crystals that I will sell. This one's a heat treated amethyst, which is citrine. Can you guys see the light on me? I don't like putting on the big overhead light, but it's probably better for the moment. So you can see. This is a what is this? I need to write stuff down because for some reason my words are not with me. This is amethyst, but it's heat treated, so it's citrine, but it's not like real citrine, and it's a raw quartz. And it's big. They're big. This one is amethyst, and they're all real. They're not. They're from Lavish Earth. This one is a clear quartz cluster. I have a lot of stuff, and I just don't use any of it. There's like I bought a lot of crystals when I first started doing spell work, and they just sit on shelves, and they really would do better elsewhere. This one is also an amethyst, but it's a necklace. So there's an amethyst necklace that I have. Um, what else? This is a moonstone. It literally still has the tag on it. This one's from Tamed Wild. And this is what the stone looks like. I also have a chunk of black tourmaline. That one's raw. A chunk of rhodonite. That one's polished. A big bag of raw black tourmaline, but I will probably separate those to some extent anyway. I have two little chunks of selenite desert rose crystals. Then I have a pillar of fluorite. And then I have a bunch of stuff in here. I have a ton of rainbow hematites that are magnetic. And then I have a bunch of different druzy quartz from a geode of white clear quartz. And what else do I have? Tarot bookmarks. They're magnetic. They're pretty cute. I bought them for myself, but I don't use them. So I got two sets of them. The ones that I wanted, I already took out. I don't know if I'll sell them individually or not for like 50 cents or so. I got a tree of life necklace with an amethyst and another. Is it the same thing? Yeah, this is the same thing. It's just in a pouch and the amethyst is darker. And that's pretty much it. I have a bag of lemongrass, which if I don't sell it, I don't sell it. And that's it for. Oh, no. And I have this thing and it's gigantic. Hold on. I'll show you what it is. I'm not going to take it out of the box right now, but it looks just like this. It's a cauldron where you put a tea light underneath and then you can burn stuff in there. So that's what I have right now. I definitely have more stuff to go through. Let me come back around and sit down. Let me swing you back around. Okay. I got stuff in this basket too, but I'm not, there's some stuff in there I don't want to sell, so I got to go through that one. Um, oh, now you can see the angel. It kind of like glitters. There's glitter in it and it sparkles and it changes color, which is kind of cool. Um, so that's what I have right now. Again, I haven't labeled anything for prices yet. I think the most expensive ones will be the bigger crystals, and I'll probably sell them for like $10 maybe. I gotta see what they're worth, but probably $10. I'm not gonna be selling stuff for a lot of money. They're gonna be cheap. Because I want to move them. I want to get them out. I want to move them, get them go on. And maybe I'll do a deal like for people that want to buy multiple things. Like if you buy so much product, I'll pay for the shipping or something. So that's kind of what I'm doing for now. I also have a lot of decks that I'm going, like most of them are used, but they're gently used if just do a flip through. So I'll probably be selling those as well. I have to go through those though, because there's some that I really want to keep and there's some that I don't. So, and the reason why I don't is because I don't use them, not because there's anything wrong with them, but they're just taking up space. They're just clutter and I'm done with clutter. I have so much of my mom's stuff that I still have to go through and bring here that I just can't. I've donated boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff already. It's time to purge. And I was already planning on doing that prior to my mom getting more sick and passing, but like it just needs to get done. It needs to get done. I can't keep keeping stuff taking up space. I have a hangnail. Taking up space in my house. I'll probably also sell some books as well, but I'm not sure yet about that part. So that's about it for now. Do you guys have any questions? Probably not. If you guys are on the replay, um, if you have any questions, comment. I will get you answers, whatever they are. I know, like, oh, Mel, you're showing products. So what are you going to charge for them? I don't know yet. Yeah. So what I'm doing, Kakuti, is I'm closing I had an Etsy shop. I have an Etsy shop still, and I've had it since I started the business, since I started Mel's Divination in 2019. And the first couple of years, I sold really well. Oh, you will be. Yes, yes. I sold a lot of the stuff that you saw. I sold a lot of those things, pendulums and necklaces and crystals and herbs. I did really well the first couple of years. And then after that, I want to say 2022. I think I did okay 2020. It started to trickle. 2022, it was okay. 2023, 2024, I made almost nothing. 24, I didn't make anything. In fact, I lost because you have to pay. So if you go on Etsy, every single product that is listed, the person that is selling it has to pay for that product to be listed. It's not a large amount of money. It's like, I can't even remember off the top of my head right now. It's like 20 cents or 30 cents for like 3 or 6 months. But if you're not selling, if you're not making any sales, you end up losing a lot of money for that stuff to just sit. And like, so last year I started doing advertisements on Etsy with my shop and I paid for them and I didn't sell anything still. I didn't sell a dime. The algorithm has changed and a lot of people are closing their Etsy shops. And I wanted to do a purge and get rid of a lot of my stuff anyway. But now it's just like, okay, we're gonna do this differently because Etsy isn't the way to go anymore. And I do have an audience on here. So it's time to and once stuff is gone, and I'm not gonna be buying anymore. So it's like this thing, I have mine, which is mine. I might sell it at some point if I get tired of having it though. And then I have the one in the box. So, like a lot of the stuff I have, I only have one of each. And once it's gone, I'm not redoing. Like I'm not going to order anymore. In fact, a lot of this stuff that I have, I've had for a long time. I actually have jade runes. No, not jade. Red jasper runes that I'm going to be selling that I have to change the bag that they're in, or I was going to show them today. And those are like I won't buy any more of those. So some of this stuff I've had for a long time and it's just sitting in boxes. And like my crystals, most of them I didn't get with the intention to sell them, but I'm trying to minimize my life and I'm not using them. They're just the thing is with crystals, and I'll probably say this again and again and again when I'm selling, you don't want to get crystals and just ignore them and let them sit on a shelf and get dusty for years. It's not good. They're, to some extent, they are a version of energy, right? So I have this smoky quartz right here, and that's energy. And I mean, this one I use quite a bit, but when it just sits around, if I'm not cleaning it, it's collecting dust, I'm not paying attention to it, it starts to not go stale, but it's just like any other clutter where it's just sitting there and it's an object that just sits there and it's nothing. It's just an object that just sits. Um and tarot decks and oracle cards are very similar to that kind of thing where things just sit. They just sit, and when you don't use them, the energy, like, have you guys ever decluttered anything like your kitchen or your closet or whatever, and then suddenly all of these opportunities, the energy feels lighter and all this opportunities like start to pop up? It's because the stuff that you got rid of was stagnant and it was just absorbing energy and not letting stuff move around. So that is, yeah, the Etsy doesn't have half of what I just showed because I stopped listing things because I wasn't going to continue to spend money putting up more listings that weren't getting traffic. So there's a lot less stuff. But yeah, check out my Etsy. I actually think I have a sale running. If you want to give me 1 second, I might be able to open it up while I'm on here. Let me see if I can do that. I want to say I might have a code because I did list a sale a while ago because I wanted to get stuff to move. And a friend of mine bought some stuff. Hold on. Where is Oh, okay. No, I guess I don't have a sale going right now. There aren't any sales. Okay. Huh. I thought I had like an ongoing one. Um, okay. No, I don't have any codes right now. So, Kakuti, if you want, what I'll do is I'll make a discount coupon thing for my viewers, and I'll post it in the community tab on my channel because I feel like you guys don't always see my posts when I put them. Like they don't get a lot of traffic. But I'll post it in the community tab and I'll do it by Monday, the latest. Let me write that down for myself so I don't forget because this girl's brain is gone. My brain left with my mom. So I forget things so easily. So if I ever tell you guys I'm going to do something and I don't do it, it's because I forgot. It's not because I don't want to do it. So never feel bad about reminding me, please, because I will forget and I don't want to disappoint you guys. Okay, so Etsy coupon to post for YouTube by Monday. I'll try to get it done tomorrow, but tomorrow I have, it's Father's Day, so I'm actually gonna it's the first Father's Day without my mom. So that's gonna be and not only is it the first Father's Day without my mom, it's the first Father's Day without my friend that died. So my brain is gonna be missing tomorrow. So I probably won't do it tomorrow, but I'm going to put a 50% off sale coupon so that you can, if there's any products on there that you want, you can use it. So check the community tab in my YouTube Monday, Tuesday. By Monday, Tuesday, I'll have it up and running for a sale on there so that you can get a discount because a lot of the stuff is it's old. Like it's old. And there's nothing, thank God crystals don't expire, like bracelets don't expire. Um, Even the incense resin, that doesn't expire because it's true, it's like plant resin. So thankfully those things don't always can you see I have a oh, it doesn't look that bad right now. I have a welt on my arm because I have one of my medications now. I have to give myself a shot and my arm doesn't like it for the first couple of days and then I'm fine. So anyway, thankfully nothing on there is stuff that expires. So it's all still like good. I won't put anything on there that does have like an expiration date, but at the same time I just want to get it moving. I want stuff gone. Want to go on. I'm also kind of clearing out some of my office as far as like my altar supplies. So I have a Ganesha um statue that I need to double check and sit with myself to make sure I do want to sell it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get rid of it because I haven't really worked with Ganesha in a long time, and I like the concept, but I'm not really doing it. Oh, that stinks, Vanessa. Yeah, shocked. I get Botox too. It's not cosmetic, although my skin looks pretty decent right now, but it's just because the camera isn't perfect. If it was HD, my skin would be you'd be able to see a lot more imperfections. But I get Botox for migraine, so I get 36 shots every 3 months in my head, and that sucks. But it is what it is because it helps with my migraines. But this other medication too is for my migraine. I have to give myself a shot once a month, and then I get this big lump. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. It all depends. But yeah, so I'll go check that out on the Etsy shop. I'm definitely going to have more products that I'm going to be selling. Maybe I'll do like a Sunday morning live or something for the sales. I'll have to figure that out because I want it to be when you guys can come. Like I don't want to sit and try to sell products and nobody shows up. So I know Saturdays are good. Although once the summer gets going, I'll probably be home every other Saturday because my my dad's house doesn't have air conditioning, and I am incredibly heat sensitive. So going there on like 90-degree days, not going to be my jam. So there'll be some Saturdays this summer that I'll be home instead. That's what I have. That's what this is. That's what my Jovi from the auto inject. My neurologist wanted to switch me to just the syringes and not the auto inject, but my insurance doesn't cover the syringes, which is crazy because the auto inject is like a little machine, and you'd think that it's probably more money to make it, but whatever. So I get the auto inject one, and that's probably why I get like a mild local reaction for, like, I gave myself the shot yesterday. So it'll be itchy for the next couple of days and then it'll be gone. So I've been doing it for since November, since my mom got more sick, since my mom got really sick right before she died. I started doing it because I was just like, I'm gonna be crying all the time, and I I can't do this. Like, I have headaches like crazy. I'm gonna be really stressed and I'm gonna need additional medication. So, and I like it. It works really, and I can tell when it's wearing off. Like, I probably would do better if did it every 26 days instead of every 30. But I'll have to talk to I actually have an appointment with my doctor this week coming up. So I'm gonna try to see what I can do about that with her. But it's been working really well for me. Um, I love it. Like, having a little bit of a welt, that's nothing. It's just like having a bigger mosquito bite. Like, I'd rather be a little bit itchy and uncomfortable for a couple of days than have migraines. Like, I'll take it. I don't want to mess with. It's working. It's been working for months. Like, I don't want to screw with it. Once I find something that works, I try to stick with it until it stops working. And then, whatever. So, um so I'm probably gonna get going. Vanessa, do you want me to pull a quick tarot card for you? It's not a deep read, just a quick, like, quick one question card. Because I am gonna start getting off. I haven't had getting off of here. I mean, I haven't had dinner yet, and I don't like to eat too late because I don't like to eat before I go to bed, too close to bedtime, because then I don't sleep. Getting older is so fun. There's so many rules. I remember being a kid. Do you have like a specific area you want me to look at, or do you just want a general card pull? I remember being a kid. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. And I remember like going to sleepovers. Like, I remember sleeping over my cousin's house, my cousin Samantha. I used to sleep at her place most weekends. I would stay at her place. Because my aunt was cool and she'd let me. Chicken wings and corn. That's an interesting combination. It sounds yummy though. I have no idea what I'm gonna eat. I do this to myself all the time. I wait until I'm starving and then I'm like, I didn't meal plan. I'm trying so hard to get better because when I don't meal plan, I end up eating something like cereal or something like not a real meal. It's so funny. My mom was the cook, and my dad and my brother still cook dinner and eat together every single night. And I'm here by myself, like, I'll just have a bowl of cereal. I try to do better because cereal isn't exactly filling. All right, Vanessa, I'm just going to pull a general card for you, girl. Okay. What does Vanessa need to know? You got the Fool flipped over first, upside down, and then you got the Six of Cups. So it feels like there's something that you're not trying. So the Fool upside down for me with the Six of Cups, it's like you're avoiding taking a risk. Like, there's this opportunity. I feel so run down, like someone gave me the evil eye. I just want to see if everything is good. Oh, okay. I don't feel like there's anything like that going on. I feel like life is needing to be more exciting is what I'm feeling with this. Like, don't get all hung up in nostalgia and looking backwards. Like, you need to make exciting adventures for yourself. Um It needs to feel worth getting up. And that's hard sometimes. Um, Feeling motivated, being like, okay, we're gonna go and seize the day. Um, there's something about doing things that bring out your inner child to be more fun. Like, for instance, I wanted to go to the zoo this summer. Actually wanted to go to the zoo before schools got out, and schools are almost out here. So I probably am not going to go to the zoo because I don't want to go when there's a ton of kids there because I'm anxious and around crowds, and that doesn't work for me. But that would have been so good for my inner child. So that's just an example. And zoos are not great, but whatever. Um, Still something I'd love to do. I love animals and I love looking at animals. So I feel like for you, you need to do some stuff that's good for your inner child. That'll make you have fun. That'll feel exciting. I don't know. Go to a not a party, but like do something you would do when you were a kid. Like I don't know, go sit on the swings somewhere, or color, or um, do something fun and silly that will shift your energy a little bit. And that should probably help you feel a little bit better too, besides feeling run down. Um, oh, I'm also going to be doing an entire series. Speaking of somebody putting the evil eye, I'm going to be doing an entire series. Yeah, you feel blah. Yep. Yeah, you got to kind of, and I mean, I am not judging because I cannot tell you if I didn't have to work right now because I will lose my home if I don't. Nobody's taking care of me. Um, and I have a cat that I have to take care of. But if I didn't have those things to get out of bed for, I wouldn't get out of bed. Not since some of the stuff that I'm going through is so heavy that I literally would just stay in bed most days. But I have to force myself to get out of bed and to try every morning. And I do. And it's exhausting and it's hard. Um, but as the day gets going, I get distracted and I forget about it. And before I know it, the day's over. So, trying to find joy, people call them glimmers. I'm not a big fan of that term, but trying to find joy, my mom used to call them rainbows. Looking for your rainbows wherever you can find them, even if it's the tiniest little one that brightens your day. Something I started doing lately, if you guys are animal people, I started watching the eagles in the Big Bear Valley. If you literally just search eagles in Big Bear, you'll find them. They have a live stream on YouTube, and there's like this couple that's an eagle couple, and they had babies. I think in March, and it's been like a live stream of that journey nonstop. And they're like in a protected area, so humans don't interfere. So it's kind of cool to just like watch them, just sit and watch. I put them on in the morning when I first get up, and I put them at night before I go to bed. And it helps me just like feel peaceful. Like it's life keeps moving. And there are beautiful moments in life, even if it's really hard to find them. Because sometimes it's really, really, really hard to find them. And I've taken a sabbatical from YouTube because of that. Not because YouTube created anything. It's not anything about my followers or anything like that. It's more my own heaviness of not wanting to show up for life at all and having to figure out how to do life again without two really important people in my life. Yeah, so they're bald eagles. Let me see. I might be able to show you on. Wait a minute. I can share my screen on here. I forgot I could do that on here. Hold on. I'll show you. Wait a minute. I forgot that that's a new thing. Let me see. The camera's moving around a lot. Oh, so they mustn't be in the nest right now. So the eagles were born in March, so they're bigger now. Yeah. Is there an eagle there? Like, I don't like the person that's operating the camera today because it was making me very dizzy. Hold on, let me see if I can share. Big Bear. Okay. Where am I? There we are. How do I get rid of my chat? How do I get rid of the chat? Oh, like that? But then you can see this. Maybe if I do. How does that? I've never done this before. Okay. Okay. So this is you might be able to see it at the bottom. It says FOOBY or BV. It's Friends of Big Bear Valley, and they have a YouTube channel that they have two cameras going at the same time. One is just on the nest. This is actually the nest camera, but it's because the eagles are now fledglings, so they've been flying a little bit out and about. But the Saturday camera operator, they move the camera a little bit too fast, in my opinion. Today's camera operator, I don't know if it's the normal Saturday person because I don't usually watch Saturdays. I don't see an eagle. They're looking for them because the babies are out and about. Yeah, see, I'm going to stop sharing. It's already making me dizzy. But so it's Friends of Big Bear Valley. And they have two cameras. They have a camera that is usually focused on the nest. So like at night, I might be able to show you. Hold on. At night, the eagles go, the babies, I call them babies. They're not babies. Not at all anymore, but they usually go back to the nest. So you can kind of see them getting fed at the end of the day. Let me see. Oh, here we go. This is a video from them. Let me share it. Okay, so that's dad. No, that's mom. And the way I can tell it's mom is she has like a spot on her head. If you can see, like when she looks down, there's a spot there. Her name is Jackie, and the spot is literally tree sap. Like she got hit in the head with tree sap. So that's how I can tell the adults apart. Jackie has a spot on her head and Shadow doesn't. The dad doesn't. So his is pure white. So that's the nest, and the babies have been like flying about, and they're babies, but they're actually bigger than the adults. They're only like 14 or 15 weeks. There's one. This is an old video. This isn't the live one. This is from a few days ago. And see, that camera's not moving fast the way the other one was. Like this is moving pretty decent. So what happens is they come home usually at night. Like there's one of the babies, and they eat. And there's two of them. There's two babies. They're girls. One's Sunny and one's Gizmo. Sunny's a few days older than Gizmo is. But they're really fun to watch, especially when they're actually doing stuff. Like they will fight over food, but it's like a play fight, like tug of war. It's not like aggressive. And usually the younger one, Gizmo, she has a very quirky personality. So the way I can tell them apart usually is Gizmo's doing something crazy. Gizmo's almost always doing something silly. She will nibble on her siblings' feathers, or she's attacked the camera a few times, like tried to readjust the camera and was trying to bite it. It's really cute. So I don't know. I just find it so peaceful. It's calming compared to the stuff that's out there right now. Like it's just chill. So I'll have it running in the background at night and in the morning. And I just like to watch. Eventually, the little ones will stop coming back to the nest. I'm not sure how long that will take, but they'll stop coming back to the nest soon. And then there won't be any little ones to watch anymore. Let me stop. Oh, there's another one. You can see them flying, like up there. Yeah. I don't know who that is. but they're so big too. I've learned so much just watching this little family. The mom and the dad are so freaking cute together, and they really take care of their kids. Like they're so protective and they're so good to the kids. It's just really cute. It's something sweet to watch. There's no drama. I mean, the only drama is like, did the birds get enough to eat today, and are the crows chasing them? That's the only drama. Compared to the political stuff, and then compared to like losing my and my mom loved birds. So I actually have a whole story of how I started watching these guys, but I'll tell that later. So I love it. Thank you for sharing with me. Definitely calming and peaceful. My grandpa would love this too. Yeah. So the season, what they call the nesting season, is slowing down because the birds that were born in March are now learning how to be independent. So they're not at the nest so much. That's the camera. So this angle that we're looking at right now. Yeah, the camera was zoomed out, and now this is the camera on the nest, inside the nest. I'm not sure which bird that is that's sleeping. I think that's Gizmo, but I'm not totally sure. Oh, but it's just relaxed. Oh, that one's Gizmo. The one that just flew in is Gizmo. And the way I can tell is it was an awkward landing. Like it was kind of crazy. That's Gizmo. The other one, the big one that's closest to the camera, is Sunny. Sunny's very chill, and Gizmo's very wacky and clumsy. But yeah, it's just relaxing. It's so peaceful just watching these guys instead of like worrying about. Oh, that's mom. She's yelling for dad. Are you coming home? The kids are hungry. Bring a fish. It's so cool. And he'll show up. I don't know. I'm not sure which video this is. I just kind of picked one random one. But he'll show up. I don't know how long it'll take him. But sometimes he brings fish within 2 minutes. Like he flies down to the lake and he grabs a fish and he comes right back up and he drops it and then he takes off again. It's really cool to watch. There's a whole story about them. Maybe I'll do a whole video about them. I don't know. I've fallen in love with them because it's just, it's peaceful and it reminds me of my mom, who is no longer with us. So it's nice to watch them and relax compared to everything else that's intense right now. So, all right, let me stop sharing my screen so I could watch these guys all day and like forget that I'm live streaming. I'm gonna stop sharing. I could totally get distracted and just forget that I'm not sitting here watching them without chatting. But that's really good for like your cortisol, your stress levels, and like just to watch stuff like that. I used to find that kind of stuff boring when I was younger, but with the world being what it is today, we all need a little bit of peace. So I'm going to sign off. I will get that Etsy shop sale up on the community tab by Monday evening, the latest. And I'm not sure which day I'm going to live stream this upcoming week because my schedule is kind of crazy. I might try to live stream on Monday. If not Monday, Friday is probably the next day I could do it. So we'll see. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Go honor your dads, your granddads, your husbands, the fathers in your life. And if you're missing somebody that's not there this year, that was there last year, be gentle with yourself because you're not alone. I'm going to be missing 2 people tomorrow that were in my life last year that are not here this year. And it's going to be a very obvious void. So, yeah, just go easy and celebrate the things that you can when you can, the rainbows. And I'll see you guys soon. Monday or Friday next week. I'm going to put a poll up and see, and it would be in the evening and probably be around the same time right now. I'll see who wants to, would it be in the evening? Maybe around 3, actually 3 or 4. I'll see who wants to join, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your weekend and go enjoy your Father's Day. Bye.